Can you show us how you defend here? Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my strongest points to hold. I'm also going to show you how I hate pennies setting up, which is this right here. So they'll go up, they'll put their nest in here. I think it's just novelty value more than anything. So they contest that height, and then they snake their webs down main this way. I'm not really a big fan of this setup just because I feel like it wastes the defensive potential of the main nest more than anything else. What I like to do is I put my main nest here, and then I'll put the rocket team-up nest even further back so it's harder for the enemy to get to, but it still connects. And then I'll put my 3 webs just right across main right here. And then one other thing I like to do here is end up placing your mines at the very front of your webs. I think this is a really good habit to build. I've seen a lot of the other top penny players just religiously do this with every single web they have, is just putting their mines directly at the front. And this is why. So you have your web coverage here, but when you have all these mines, you really have coverage all the way through here. So they still have to walk super far forward. They're going to get hit with the mines and then with the spider mines after they end up touching the webs. With this setup, you're still able to contest height here with your webs. Like you see they go up, so if anybody comes over here to shoot them, they're still going to get hit with the spider mines. And you can contest height super easily. So again, I just don't like that other setup. There's only one other variation I really see with this here, and it'll be people putting their webs at more of a diagonal angle. I don't like it so much because that front line there gives my DPS and my other tank a super good spot to be able to stun the enemies while they're in my webs. This just isn't as consistent from what I've experienced anyways. One other thing is you're going to want to tell your tank to play back a little bit. A lot of them like playing main here, and whenever they get under a little bit of pressure, they have to back up with no hard cover here, so they usually get picked before my webs can even be used. One other thing that I wanted to mention about this setup is it gives your supports a really safe place to play in, right? A lot of the time they like to peel back to under bridge here and stay out of LOS of the enemy team whenever they're walking main. And if there's any dive tanks or dive DPS characters that are diving them within both of your nests, they're just going to get melted before they can kill your supports, and you usually don't even have to turn around for them and can just pay attention to main and pay attention to contesting height here.